All right. Hello again, adventurers, and welcome to another exciting Daily December vlog. This is Day December, day 24, and I am always a day late and a dollar short. But more likely, I'm a lot more than a dollar short because I'm super poor. Uh, I am still behind on my videos. A lot of it just has to do with the fact that I have been sleeping a lot the last few days. Sleeping and just staying in bed because brain has been doing weird stuff to me. But, yeah, today, theoretically, I should be catching up because I always do like a Christmas haul video where I show the stuff that I got for Christmas. So, it is a little after 7 in the morning right now. Unlike when we were childrens, we don't immediately wake up Christmas Day and go, we gotta open presents! Now we're adults and we like sleep. So we generally won't open presents until later-ish in the day. It depends on what our sleep schedules are kind of like. But a lot of times we don't open presents till like 10 or 11 in the morning, or sometimes we wait till the afternoon. And then immediately after presents, we start kind of prepping for Christmas lunch slash dinner. So yeah, that's what's going on right now. I hope for anyone that does celebrate Christmas, I hope you guys are having a lovely, wonderful Christmas. If you are part of my retail family and you are forced to work on Christmas or on Christmas Eve, my heart goes out to you. I have been there. I was lucky enough that the stores that I worked for were closed on Christmas Day, but I think I worked every Christmas Eve for the entirety of the time that I was in retail. Because if I volunteered to work Christmas Eve, I generally could argue that I didn't have to work on Thanksgiving Day. Because that was a thing for about like 4 or 5 years. So yeah. Anyone doing last minute shopping or having to go out and get emergency stuff, be kind to the people working on Christmas Day. It massively sucks. Even there was at least one Christmas, I can't remember if there were multiple. There was at least one Christmas where I was just completely alone. I didn't have family that I could go see. I didn't have any friends around. And even then, if you're not missing out on like spending Christmas with your family, working in retail on a holiday sucks. So please be kind to all the retail people. If you order delivery or go to a restaurant or something like that, tip very, very nicely for them because it's just not fun. And for some odd reason, holidays in general, you would think people become more charitable and stuff like that over the holiday season, but they don't. It's the exact opposite. They expect you to bend over backwards for them, and then they treat you like garbage. And that's not everybody. I don't want to see my comments like load up with, well, actually, during the Christmas season, I tip double. Well, congratulations, you are in the minority. But yeah, I was actually talking to my the therapist about it this week because we were talking about I spent a year living in North Milwaukee because it was close to where I was working at the time. It was one of the worst years of my life. Not just because I was living in North Milwaukee, but I was working for a shitty company. The store that I was working at was a really shitty store where most of the staff were just really disgusting, horrible people. Not all of them. There were some really great people that worked there. But there was enough, I guess, to be honest, there's probably more nice people that worked there than mean, but the mean people there just made my life such a living hell that it completely eclipsed all the like really great people that I got to work with there. And it wasn't a huge store either. Like I think think we might have had maybe like a dozen or 2 dozen employees, including the management staff. So, yeah. Anyway, be nice to retail people. Their lives. I really hate saying this because it sounds so mean, but having worked retail for over a decade, it sucks. Like, even if you have a great retail job and your life is going really well, which for periods of my life, it actually did go pretty well. Like, from when I moved out until when I was forced to move back in with my parents because my disability was getting so bad that I couldn't keep a job. I never had a roommate. Like, I lived entirely on my own. I lived in studio apartments in really bad parts of town. So it wasn't like I was living it up. But, I was able to do YouTube, and I was able to buy cameras and stuff like that to be able to continue my career in YouTube that has gone smashingly well. So even when things were going as well as they could, it still sucks to work in retail. Like, retail is just this soul-sucking void of despair. So be kind to retail people. It'd be really, really great if we could get to a point where retail wasn't the worst experience that anyone ever has. And a lot of that has to do with, as much as I would love to blame, like, the corporations, it's not. They are part of the suck, don't get me wrong, but the vast majority of the reasons that it sucks to work in retail is the customers. Like, retail would be so much better if there weren't customers. So yeah, and again, it's not me saying that there's nothing wrong with the mega corporations that are running it, but the amount of times, even when I was just an employee and I wasn't in management, the amount of times that the manager or that corporate ruined my day were significantly lower than the amount of times that a random customer would come in and, like, spit on me or threaten to kill me, which are real things that happen to me multiple times, regularly even. Spitting thing, not quite as much. Spitting was relatively rare. Intentional spitting. When people start yelling, they will just layer you in saliva. But I did have people intentionally spit on me, which is not a fun experience. And yeah, so be kind to retail people. I don't know why this video suddenly turned into, hey, let's talk about how hard retail people have it, but let's talk about how hard retail people have it. The service industry in general is rough. So working in retail, working in hospitality, like restaurants and hotels and stuff like that, all stuff that is really, really rough. And just be kind to them. They're trying to do their job. Well, most of them are trying to do their job. Again, there are some bad employees that are just there to kind of milk the system and make everyone's life work. They're a relatively small minority of retail employees. Most retail employees are just trying to survive. So, anyway, it's all for me today. I will see you guys later today with my Christmas haul, because that's how it's going to go. I'm going to get caught up on these damn videos. So, again, it's all for me for right now, and I'll see you guys later today. All right? Bye-bye.